You know that feeling when you spend hours studying and the next day, it's like your brain just wiped it all? Yeah, you're not alone. But here's the thing. In Japan, students learn over 2,000 kanji characters, and somehow they remember them for life, not just recognizing them, but writing, reading, and using them in real conversations. So how do they do it? Do they just study all day, every day? Not really. Their secret isn't about studying harder. It's about studying smarter. They've built a daily rhythm that works with how the brain actually remembers. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how it works, step by step, so you can try it too. Morning, setting up the brain. Most of us think learning starts when we sit down and open a book. But in Japan, it actually starts way before that, like as soon as they wake up. Why? Because the brain isn't a switch you just flip on. It's more like a garden. You have to prep the soil first. So what do many Japanese students do? They step outside. Just walking to school or stretching by a sunny window gives their brain natural light. That light tells the brain, hey, wake up. Let's focus. It also boosts memory and resets your body clock. Some even do a little movement. Nothing big, just light exercise. And research backs this. Even 10 minutes of gentle movement can boost memory by 20%. Then, before diving into anything new, they review what they learned yesterday. But they don't reread or highlight. They try to recall it from memory. It's the opposite of what most of us do, where we just read more, watch more, and pile in more info. The Japanese students? They focus on pulling knowledge out, not just pushing more in. Doing that in the morning actually strengthens yesterday's memories, right before they add new ones. And here's a small but cool thing. Before studying, many of them do little quiet rituals like pouring tea, organizing their desk, or just breathing for a few seconds. These small habits tell the brain, this is important. Pay attention. That feeling helps move stuff from short-term to long-term memory. Now, here's something really important that we forget. Japanese students see kanji everywhere, every single day. On signs, in books, on packaging, on TV. They're constantly surrounded by the characters they're learning, so it's not just study time, it's life. That daily exposure gives them instant feedback. Learn a kanji one day, and the next, you spot it on a street sign or in a manga. That's a reward. And that kind of real-world reinforcement helps the brain lock it in. It's the same with learning any language. If you move to a country where the language is spoken, you pick it up way faster just by living in it. So when you're learning anything new, try to bring it into your daily life. Even small touches help. Change your phone language. Put sticky notes on objects. Watch content in that language. Surround yourself. Afternoon, work with your brain, not against it. Now here's where a lot of students mess up. They treat studying like a marathon. Hours of nonstop work. Eyes glued to a screen, fueled by caffeine and stress. But Japanese students don't do that. Instead, they study in short bursts, about 40 minutes of focus, then 10 minutes of rest. Why? Because your brain can only focus for so long before it dips. And during that rest, your brain is still working, replaying, and organizing what you just learned. So those breaks, they're actually helping you remember more. Instead of reviewing the same thing over and over, they also space it out. It's called spaced repetition. Day 1, learn it. Day 2, review. Day 4, review again. Day 7, once more. Each time the memory gets stronger, like sharpening a blade. And weirdly, this method takes less time, not more. Because you're not wasting energy rereading stuff your brain already forgot. Also, in the afternoon, meals are light. Nothing heavy that makes you want a nap. Usually things like rice, veggies, and fish. Enough to fuel the brain without crashing your energy. Even in noisy classrooms, they take small moments of calm, a deep breath, good posture, even just noticing silence. These little pauses reset your brain. So instead of pushing through exhaustion, they reset and come back sharper. Evening, locking it all in. Most of us think the day is over when we close the book. But in Japan, the night is just as important as the study itself. Because night is when your brain decides what to keep and what to forget. So here's what many students do: a super quick 10-minute review before bed. That's it. Why? Because whatever you touch last, your brain replays it while you sleep. That's how short-term stuff becomes long-term memory. It's like hitting save on your brain. No review, the file's gone. And the real MVP here? Deep sleep. That's when your brain cleans out the noise and locks in the good stuff. But that only happens if you sleep well. So they take sleep seriously, screens off early, lights dimmed. A chill bedtime routine. Every late night scroll or extra coffee? It chips away at the memory you've been working all day to build. Some even end the day with a tiny goal: one flashcard, one sentence, one kanji. Not to cram, just to build momentum for tomorrow. And right before bed, a few minutes of quiet. No rushing, no noise. Just a moment to pause. Because when the body rests, the mind remembers. Here's what it all comes down to: Japanese students aren't superhuman. They don't have crazy IQs or magical memory powers. What they have is rhythm. Morning isn't rushed, it's set up with intention. Afternoons aren't burned out, they're structured with rest. Evenings aren't wasted, they're calm and focused. Nights aren't chaotic, they're restorative. And when you stack these simple habits every day, something amazing happens. Knowledge doesn't just visit your brain for a test. It stays. It becomes part of you. So tomorrow morning, don't change everything. Just try one piece of this. 2 minutes of movement, one flashcard. Turn off your screen 30 minutes earlier tonight. That's it. Try one step. Feel the difference. Then let rhythm do the rest, because you don't need more hours, you need better rhythm. And the future? It won't belong to the ones who cram harder. It belongs to the ones who learn smarter. That can be you. Starting tonight,